Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. 1 2, testing. Testing 1 2, testing.
I'm just looking for the team.
Sure, you can see the answer for it.
Bring a horn next time. You can bring your clarinet or tutor and do it.
Greetings, Panther fans, from right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the FL Davis Ace broadcast position. The Lady Panthers are here at the Sports Complex today to take on the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. The Lady Hornets will come into today sitting at 8-13 overall on the season and 5-2 in the 2A5 division. And your Lady Panthers are going to come into today sitting at 8-11 overall and 1-4 in 4A conference play. So we just had the national anthem, and we are having some first base. They're messing with first base over here, so we will take a little bit of a breather with them. And thank some of our sponsors and boosters for allowing us to bring you the live stream today. We want to thank you to AOS Tree Service, First Electric Cooperative, Allen Furniture, Tina Stool with Rock Mortgage Lending, Hook and Letter Throwing Company, McKinsey Realty, Centennial Bank, First United Methodist Church, Tim Brewer Shelter Insurance, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, and Eagle Pest Management. Thank you to all these Panther Softball boosters for allowing us to bring you the live stream today. All right, Panther fans, back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex as we get set to get ready for the top of the first inning here between your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs and the Southside Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Here comes the first pitch from Taylor Parker to number 11, Alexis Langford for the Lady Hornets, and it is in there for a ball for a 1-0 count. Second pitch is in there for a strike from Parker. Count goes to 1-1. That pitch is also in there for a strike. 1-2 count now here to Alexis Langford. And now Langford has decided to go to the other side of the plate and try her luck from the right side with a 1-2 count. She swings and misses, but I thought she might have foul tipped it. No foul tip there, so it's a strikeout for Taylor Parker there, and 1 out here for the Lady Hornets. Here in the top of the first as number 20, Allie Goodwin will come up to bat now for Southside. Beautiful day here for softball in Heber Springs at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. And she's going to shoot a dribbler over to Copeland. Fires to Barnes at first for the second out. So 2 outs now here for the Lady Hornets as number 33, Maggie Force, heads to the batter's box for Southside. Comes the first pitch from Parker. It's in there for a strike, 0-1 count. That pitch is high, goes to a 1-1 here. Swings and another dribbler over to Copeland. She fields it, misses it, and then she fires to Barnes, but not fast enough as the runner is safe. That is Maggie Force for the Lady Hornets. And Southside will have a runner at first here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Number 10, Emily Thomas steps in now for Southside, and she takes a ball for a 1-0 count. That pitch is outside for a 2-0 count here to Emily Thomas. Pitch from Parker is a pop-up. Clemens running back, and she can't make the play. It falls in right field, and the runner heads to third. And now Southside has runners at first and third here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Just a no man's land blooper right there from Emily Thomas. Clemens tried to run back and catch up to it, but it was just right in that sweet spot where the second baseman Clemens and the right fielder Hope Turney out there just could not converge in that same area. So we will have runners at first and third here, and the batter squares to bunt here. Lacey Duncan in the batter's box now for Southside as the count goes to 0-1 here. Count goes to 0-2 here to Lacey Duncan. Emily Thomas, the Southside runner at first, heads to second. So now runners at second and third here for the Lady Hornets. Count is 1-2 here to Lacey Duncan. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Parker. Swing and a miss. And she gets the strikeout, so nothing doing here for the Lady Hornets here in the top of the first, as they do get runners on base, but they are not able to cash in and get any runners across as your Lady Panthers stall them out here. And we will head to the bottom of the first inning. It is no score here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So back to action here in the bottom of the first inning from the Heber Spring Sports Complex. No score here between the Southside Lady Hornets and your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. Taylor Parker will come to the plate now for your Lady Panthers to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Fouls that one off for a 1-1 count here. Count goes to 2-1 here to Parker. She fouls that one off for a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss there from Parker. She's tagged out for the first out here in the bottom of the first. And Valley Cantrell will come to the plate now for Heber Springs. 1 out here for the Lady Panthers. Allie Goodwin in the circle today for the Lady Hornets. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, 1 count here to Cantrell. Swings and chops that one foul toward the south side dugout. Down the first base line, and count goes to 0-2 here to Valley. The Lady Panther catcher, which she is actually not behind the plate today. And that pitch is in there for a ball. Count goes to 1-2 here. Valley shoots one out towards the right fielder. She's got it. So 2 outs now here for the Lady Panthers. In the bottom of the first inning, and Addison Hudspeth, the shortstop, will come to the plate now for Heber Springs. No runs here and no runners on base here for your Lady Panthers against the Lady Hornets of Southside. Here comes the first pitch to Hudspeth. She swings and misses for an 0-1 count. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 0-2 now here to Addison. That pitch is low. Count goes to 1-2 now here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Addison Hudspeth. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count now here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that one off and stays alive at 2-2 here. And Hudspeth fires one to the shortstop. And she will get to first as she is safe here with a single. 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers as Madison Clemens will come to the plate now. Shoots that one foul for an 0-2 count here. Fires that one down to first to try to do something with Hudspeth there. Nothing doing. And now Hudspeth is going to be caught in a rundown here between first and second. She will get back to first safely. Count is 2-2 here to Clemens. Clemens shoots one past the second baseman, and Hudspeth headed to third as she will be safe. Clemens heads partially around first and stops, and the Lady Panthers have runners at first and third here as Kylie Carr comes to the plate. Try to see if Kylie can get a run across here for Heber Springs in the bottom of the first inning with 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers. Once again, Allie Goodwin is on the mound for Southside, and that pitch is in there for a strike as Clemens takes second easily. Lady Panthers now have runners at second and third here. 0-1 count to Kylie Carr. And Kylie shoots one up the middle, and she's going to score 2 runs here for the Lady Panthers. It gets past the center fielder, and Kylie's on her way to second. She will have a double here with ease as she does a great job for the Lady Panthers here as they now have a 2-0 lead over the Southside Lady Hornets here in the bottom of the first inning. Great job by Kylie Carr right there. So Gracie Parrish steps in and she fouls that one off back behind to the screen for an 0-1 count. Parrish steps in here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. In the bottom of the first. The Lady Panthers now lead 2-0 off Kylie Carr's double right there. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's fouled off. Count goes to 0-2 here to Gracie Parrish. One count here, Swing and a miss. That was a 1-2 count. So Gracie Parrish strikes out there, and we will head to the top of the second inning. From right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex, your Lady Panthers lead it 2-0 here over the Southside Lady Hornets. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. Back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the FL Davis Ace broadcast position. We want to take this time to thank some of the rest of our sponsors and boosters for allowing us to bring you the live stream. Ed LaShawn, State Farm Insurance, Eagle Bank, Jet Fast Motor Brokers, Hopper Termite Pest Control, First National Bank, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, Angie's Hideaway, Lakeview Pond, and Southridge Village Nursing and Rehab. Heber Springs, want to thank all of these Panther softball boosters for allowing us to bring you today's live stream as the count goes to 1-0 here to Molly Leonard for the Southside Lady Hornets here in the top of the second inning. And she fouls off the second pitch for a 1-1 count here. Lady Panthers lead it 2-0 here over the Lady Hornets of Southside off of Kylie Carr's double back in the bottom of the first inning. Leonard shoots that one foul. Count will go to 1-2 here. Now to Molly Leonard. for the Lady Hornets. Pitch from Parker, and Copeland snags it and fires over to Barnes at first. But the umpire says that she beat the throw, so Molly Leonard is safe at first there for the Lady Hornets of Southside. And Brooklyn Cullum comes to the plate now for the Lady Hornets. With one out here in the top of the second inning. She tries to bunt there and chops that one foul for a 0-1 count here. Tries to bunt again. That pitch is high, and we will have a throw down to second, but no play there as the runner makes it safe. So the Lady Hornets have a runner at second here. No outs in the top of the second inning. And a 1-1 count here to Brooklyn Cullum. She bunts, and Copeland misses it at third, but Hudspeth will have it. And now we will have no play here as there's nobody covering third. And the runner was just too fast. Cullum was just too fast down the line to throw her out at first. So good job by the Lady Hornets right there, as now they have runners at first and third here, and only one out. Pardon me, there is no outs here. We keep getting an issue with the scoreboard here. And that one is inside. We're going to have a throw to Hudspeth, but nothing doing here as the runner gets to second easily. Runners at second and third now for the Lady Hornets of Southside with a 1-0 count here to number 30, Alizea Campbell for Southside. And she squares to bunt, and that pitch is low for a 2-0 count here. She bunts. Parker will field it. Go to Cantrell at home, and she is out. And we will have a play at second, it looks like, is the throw down to Clemens, and she got her. What a great play by Madison Clemens right there. Great throw by Cantrell behind the plate as she guns down. That is Alizea Campbell trying to get to second there for the Lady Hornets, and we now have a double play here for the Lady Panthers. So 2 outs here for Southside now in the top of the second inning. And a runner still on third, but no runs have come across here for the Lady Hornets. Lady Panthers doing a great job of defense right there. I believe that is number 12, Emily Bigelow, in for the Lady Hornets now. That is correct. And she has a 1-0 count here. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs here for the Lady Hornets. And that pitch is in there for a strike from Parker. Count goes to 1-1 here. And that pitch is over Cantrell's head. Goes to the backstop, but she's able to wrangle it in pretty quickly, and nothing doing here from the runner from third. And the count goes to 3-1 here to Emily Bigelow. And that swing and a miss there from Bigelow, and count will go full now here. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Emily Bigelow for the Southside Lady Hornets. Lady Panthers of Heber Springs lead it 2-0 here in the top of the second inning with 2 outs here for Southside. And here comes the payout pitch from Parker. It's high, and Bigelow will walk to first. Alexis Langford steps back into the batter's box for the Southside Lady Hornets. And that pitch is inside for a 1-0 count here. So 1-0 count here to Alexis Langford. Runners on first and third for the Lady Hornets of Southside. That pitch is high. Count goes to 2-0. That pitch is inside. Count will go to 3-0 here, and we now have the Southside runner from third was breaking for home. So we thought we might have a play at home at the plate there, but nothing doing. And a 3-0 count here. It goes to ball 4. So bases are loaded now for the Lady Hornets of Southside. And number 20, Allie Goodwin will step to the plate now for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Trailing 2-0 to your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs with bases loaded and 2 outs here. And that pitch is in there for a strike for an 0-1 count from Parker. And she chops the dribbler, and Copeland throws to home to Cantrell. And that will be the force out that the Lady Panthers need to get the third out of the inning here. And we will head to so nothing doing there for the Lady Hornets of Southside as they do get bases loaded there, but they are not able to push across any runs. Your Lady Panthers executing some great defense so far on the afternoon, and they lead the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch 2-0 here as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. All right, so back to action here in the bottom of the second inning from the Heber Springs Sports Complex as Hope Turney steps in here for your Lady Panthers. Swing and a miss there from Turney for an 0-2 count here. Turney chops a little dribbler to the pitcher, and she is going to be out at first. So 1 out here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the second inning here. Still leading at 2-0 here over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the FL Davis Ace broadcast position. From right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex, Brooklyn Barnes steps into the batter's box now for your Lady Panthers. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And here comes the pitch. She swings and misses for an 0-1 count. That pitch is in there for a strike to Barnes. Count goes to 0-2 here. That pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to Brooklyn Barnes. That pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Barnes strikes out there. So Lady Panthers now have 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Still the 2-0 lead here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Emma Reynolds in the batter's box now for your Lady Panthers. That pitch is outside for a 1-0 count here. Swing and a miss there from Reynolds. Count goes to 1-1. Swing and a miss there from Reynolds on the 1-1 pitch. Count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Emma. That pitch is in there low. Inside for a 2-2 count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here for your Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the second with a 2-0 lead over the Lady Hornets of Southside. And the pitch is high. Count will go full now here to Emma Reynolds. And that pitch is in there for strike 3 to Emma Reynolds as she strikes out here for the 3rd out of the inning. So we will head to the top of the 3rd here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. We want to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors and boosters for allowing us to bring you the live stream. Southridge Village Nursing and Rehab, Heber Springs, Lakeview Pond, Angie's Hideaway, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, First National Bank, Hopper Termite Pest Control, Jetfast Motor Brokers, Eagle Bank, and Ed LeSean State Farm Insurance. Thank you to all these Panther Softball boosters for allowing us to bring you today's live stream. Back to action here in the top of the 3rd inning from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the FL Davis Ace broadcast position. Maggie Forrest steps in for the Lady Hornets of Southside with a 1-1 count here, 1 ball and 1 strike in the top of the 3rd inning. That pitch is high for a 2-1 count. Maggie Force chops one to Clemens there at second, and she fires over to Barnes at first for the out. So Lady Hornets of Southside now have one out here in the top of the third inning. Still trailing 2-0 here to your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. And number 10, Emily Thomas, will step back into the batter's box for Southside. The first pitch from Parker is in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1 here. The second pitch is high. Count goes to 1-1 here. 1 ball and 1 strike. And she chops a little blooper out to Clemens at second, and she catches it for the second out. So 2 outs here for the Lady Hornets in the top of the third inning here. And number 22, that is Lacey Duncan, heads back to the batter's box here for the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. And she has decided that she will go to the left side of the plate. So 2 outs here for Southside in the top of the third, and swing and a miss there from Lacey Duncan for an 0-1 count. That pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-1 here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lacey Duncan. She swings and misses at that one. Count goes to 1-2 here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch is also in there for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes now here to Lacey Duncan for the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. Swings and she hits that one right up to center field. And she will have a single here for the Lady Hornets. Still with 2 outs here for Southside. In the top of the third is number 21, Molly Leonard, will head now to the batter's box for the Lady Hornets. Pitches in there for a strike, and then Cantrell throws down to first to Barnes. Nothing doing there. So 0-1 count here to Molly Leonard. That pitch is in there for a ball. One ball, 1 strike here. And she chops the dribbler down to Barnes at first. She'll step on the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. And we will head to the bottom of the 3rd, and your Lady Panthers will come back to bat here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. We want to take this opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors for bringing the live stream to you. Eagle Pest Management, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, Tim Brewer Shelter Insurance, First United Methodist Church, Centennial Bank, McKinsey Realty, Hook and Ladder Throwing Company, Tina Sewell with Rock Mortgage Lending, Allen Furniture, First Electric Cooperative, and AOS Tree Service. We want to thank all these Panther Softball boosters for allowing us to bring you today's live stream. So back to action here in the bottom of the third inning from the Heber Springs Sports Complex as Taylor Parker steps in for your Lady Panthers. And that ball goes in the dirt for a 1-0 count here. Lady Panthers lead 2-0 here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. And Parker chops that one out to center field, and it's off the top of the wall, and she will have at least a triple here, it looks like, as she heads into third. Great job by Taylor Parker there, getting a good hit for the Lady Panthers as she will have a leadoff triple in the bottom of the third inning here for your Heber Springs Lady Panthers. And now Valley Cantrell comes to the plate now for Heber Springs. Lady Panthers have a runner on third. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Cantrell swings and misses for an 0-1 count. Valley chops that one foul. Count goes to 0-2 here to Cantrell. No balls and 2 strikes to the Lady Panther catcher. Leading 2-0 here over the South Side Lady Hornets of B Branch with a runner on third. And she fouls that one off. Stays alive at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A tie. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cantrell. And she strikes out there as that pitch catches the corner of the plate there, says the umpire. And the Lady Panthers now have 1 out here in the bottom of the third with a runner still on third. And Taylor Parker as Addison Hudspeth steps to the plate now. That pitch is outside to Addison for a 1-0 count here. Hudspeth swings and misses. Count goes to 1-1 here to Addison. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the third, leading 2-0 over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. And Hudspeth fouls that one off back to the screen. Count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Allie Goodwin in the circle for Southside, and here comes the 1-2 pitch to Addison Hudspeth, and she hits a ball right past the shortstop, and that's going to get Taylor Parker in from third for the Lady Panthers. And Hudspeth has a single here, and now the Lady Panthers lead it 3-0 here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. And Madison Clemens steps to the plate now with 1 out here for Heber Springs in the bottom of the third. Runner on first here for Heber Springs, and Clemens steps in against Allie Leonard, and that pitch is outside for a 1-0 count here. Clemens swings and misses there for a 1-1 count. Clemens hits one to the third baseman, and she's going to get Hudspeth, the lead runner, headed to second, and that's going to be the second out for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the third. Still leading 3-0 over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. Kylie Carr comes to the plate again for your Lady Panthers. She hit a big double back in the bottom of the first to give the Lady Panthers a 2-0 lead. Kylie fouls that one off for an 0-1 count. Kylie steps in with an 0-1 count against Allie Leonard. Here comes the pitch. Carr swings and misses. Count will go to 0-2 to Kylie. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's outside to Kylie Carr for a 1-2 count here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Allie Leonard. Carr swings and shoots one out past the second baseman of the, pardon me, it was the first baseman that tried to field it. It went underneath her glove. Clemens gets around second, heads into third. Carr will be safe at first, and Lady Panthers now have runners at first and third here with only 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Still with a 3-0 lead here over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. And Gracie Parrish steps back into the batter's box for your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. Here comes the first pitch from Allie Leonard. It's low, and Carr will scamper down to second base. Heber Springs now with runners at second and third here. 1-0 count here to Parrish. Parrish hits that one to the first baseman, and she'll grab it and step on the bag for the third out. So Lady Panthers unable to do any more damage here, but they do get one more run across. And it is a 3-0 lead here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch for your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. Back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the FL Davis Ace broadcast position as we head to the top of the fourth inning here. And number 15, that is Brooklyn Cullum, takes the first pitch from Taylor Parker. Low for a 1-0 count here. And that pitch is high. Pardon me, the umpire says that it clipped her. So Cullum will head down to first with a walk. And number 30, that is that's Alizea Campbell, heads to the plate now for the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch with a runner on first and no outs. And that pitch is in there for a 1-0 count here. She squares to bunt. Pulls back, pitches inside. Count will go to 2-0 here. There's no play there made by the Lady Panthers, and runners will be safe at first and second here for the Lady Hornets of Southside. Bigelow comes to the plate now for the Lady Hornets. Trailing 3-0 here to your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. But no outs here for Southside in the top of the fourth, and runners on first and second as that pitch is in there for a strike from Taylor Parker. Count will go to 0-1 here to Bigelow. Bigelow squares to bunt, and she misses. Count goes to 0-2 here. That pitch is high. Count will go to 1-2 here to Emily Bigelow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she strikes out there for the first out for the Lady Panthers of the top of the 4th inning. So 1 out here now for the Lady Hornets of Southside in the top of the 4th. I believe that's Alexis Langford. Yes, and she gets hit by the pitch. So we will have bases loaded here for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Allie Goodwin will step into the batter's box now for Southside. Southside still trails 3-0 here to your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. 1 out here for the Lady Hornets. And here comes the pitch from Parker. It's high and outside, and nothing doing there. Count will go to 1-0 here. And that pitch is hit back to Parker, and she's going to get the lead runner. They're going to try to get the double play. And the umpire says she beat the throw at first, but the Lady Panthers do get the lead runner there. So no run is scored there for the Lady Hornets of Southside. Bases will still be loaded. But like I said, no run was scored there. So it is still a 3-0 lead here for your Heber Springs Lady Panthers in the top of the 4th. 2 outs here now for Southside. And Maggie Force steps in and chops that one foul for an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss there. Count will go to 0-2 here to Maggie Force. Bases loaded here for the Southside Lady Hornets here in the top of the 4th inning. Trailing your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 3-0 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. And here comes the 0-2 pitch from Taylor Parker. It's high. Count will go to 1-2 here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maggie Force. And that's a strikeout there by Taylor Parker as she will strike out Maggie Force for Southside. And no runs will be scored here for the Lady Hornets even after getting bases loaded. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs lead the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch 3-0 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. Back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex in the bottom of the fourth as Hope Turney fires, chops one to the first baseman there. They say it is, she's out there at first, so Lady Panthers will have one out here in the bottom of the fourth here. And Brooklyn Barnes steps in for your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs, leading the Southside Lady Hornets 3-0 here. And that pitch is high to Barnes for a 1-0 count. One-on-one count here to Barnes. Fouls that one off back to the screen. Count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Brooklyn Barnes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Barnes hits an infield pop-up, and she is going to be safe as the shortstop cannot make the play on it. Can't tell if she lost it in the sun there or just didn't have a good beat on it from the get-go, and Barnes will be safe at first here for the Lady Panthers, as that will bring number 12, Jade Adamson, to the plate now for Heber Springs. Adamson takes an 0-1 count here. Adamson fires that one off, fouls that one off. Count will go to 0-2 here. Count stays 0-2 here. Runner on first for the Lady Panthers. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the pitch. It's low. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adamson fires one out to the center fielder, and it gets out of her glove, so Barnes will be safe at second. And Adamson safe at first. Lady Panthers with runners at first and second here with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Taylor Parker heads back to the batter's box for your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. The Lady Hornets of Southside do have a new pitcher in the circle. It is number 21, Molly Leonard, who is now in the circle for Southside. So Taylor Parker steps in with 1 out for your Lady Panthers, and that pitch goes high to Parker. Count will go to 1-0 here. Parker skies that one high to the left fielder. She can't make the play. Barnes safe at third. Lady Panthers unable to get a runner in there, but the bases will be loaded here for Valley Cantrell. Lady Panthers will get a courtesy runner in here. Lady Panthers still lead 3-0 here over the Lady Hornets of Southside. Bases loaded. Only 1 out, and there's a pitch inside to Cantrell for a 1-0 count here. That pitch is outside to Cantrell. Count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here to Valley Cantrell, the Lady Panther catcher. And she chops that one foul and out of play. Count will go to 2-1 here now. That pitch is high to Cantrell. Count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike here to Valley. 1 out here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch 3-0 here. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's low to Cantrell. And the Lady Panthers will have a run walked in here as Brooklyn Barnes will walk from third into the plate at home. And the Lady Panthers will have a 4-0 lead here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Addison Hudspeth will step back into the batter's box for your Lady Panthers. The Lady Panthers now lead 4-0 over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Bases are still loaded for Heber Springs. And a count goes to 1-0 here to Addison. Hudspeth hits that one, pop up right to the shortstop, and she's got it for the 2nd out. So 2 outs now here for your Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 4th. Madison Clemens will step back into the batter's box for Heber Springs. Bases will still be loaded here for your Lady Panthers. That pitch is outside to Clemens. Count goes to 1-0 here. That pitch is also outside and low. Count goes to 2-0 here to Madison. Clemens hits that one out to shallow left field. That's going to get a run in for your Lady Panthers. Clemens safe at first. Everybody's safe. 5-0 now. Your Lady Panthers lead over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Bases still loaded here for Kylie Carr to step into the batter's box for your Lady Panthers. With only 2 outs here, and that pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 count here to Kylie Carr. Kylie swings at that one and misses. Count goes to 0-2 here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Molly Leonard of Southside. Carr hits that one out to shallow right field, and the right fielder can't make the play on it. That's going to get 2 runs in for your Lady Panthers as, 3 runs will come in now here as Clemens comes in from third. We almost have a play at third there as Carr gets all the way around to third base. And the Lady Panthers have scored 3 more runs here. It is now a 8-0 ball game in favor of your Lady Panthers over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Great job by Kylie Carr right there. And Parrish is going to have one. She hits it out. Shortstop tries to make a play on it. It's off her glove. So another run comes in for your Lady Panthers as Carr scampers in from third. Parrish safe at first. It is now 9-0 in favor of your Heber Springs Lady Panthers. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Hope Turney steps in the batter's box now for your Lady Panthers. And Turney hits that one to the second baseman. She tags Parrish, headed to second, and that will be the third out. But your Lady Panthers are able to push across 6 runs here in the bottom of the fourth. And they lead the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch from right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex by a score of 9-0 here. So we will head to the top of the fifth. I'll take this opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors for helping us bring you the live stream. Southridge Village Nursing and Rehab, Heber Springs, Lakeview Pond, Angie's Hideaway, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, First National Bank, Hopper Termite Pest Control, Jet Fast Motor Brokers, Eagle Bank, Ed LaShawn State Farm Insurance, Eagle Pest Management, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, Tim Brewer Shelter Insurance, First United Methodist Church, Centennial Bank, McKenzie Realty, Hook and Ladder Throwing Company, Tina Sewell with Rock Mortgage Lending, Allen Furniture, First Electric Cooperative, and AOS Tree Service. I want to thank all of these Panther softball boosters for allowing us to bring you today's softball game live stream. Back to action here in the top of the fifth inning from the Heber Springs Sports Complex as Brooklyn Barnes will step into the circle now for your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs, leading it 9-0 over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. And Barnes fires that pitch in there for a strike. Emily Thomas in the batter's box for the Lady Hornets of Southside with an 0-1 count. And she hits that one out center field. It's going to hit the wall. We might have a play at second, but the ball gets past the second baseman there, and it will get back to Barnes in the pitcher's circle as Thomas will have a double here for the Lady Hornets. No outs here for Southside in the top of the fifth. That pitch is low. Number 22, Lacey Duncan in the batter's box now for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Runner on second, no outs here for Southside. That pitch is in there for a ball from Barnes. 2-0 count here. A little blooper that will stay fair there, and the runner will be safe at first. Runner from second heads to third for the Lady Hornets, and Southside has runners at first and third here with no outs. In the top of the fifth, number 21, Molly Leonard comes to the plate now for Southside. The Lady Panthers of Heber Springs lead it 9-0 here in the top of the fifth inning. Runner gets to second there. No throw from Cantrell. So Lady Hornets have runners at second and third now with a 1-0 count here to Molly Leonard. Count is 1-2 here to Leonard for the Lady Hornets. That pitch is inside. Count goes to 2-2 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So bases will now be loaded for the Lady Hornets of Southside. That brings up number 15, Brooklyn Cullum, with bases loaded for the Lady Hornets. And that pitch is low for a 1-0 count. Cullum chops that one foul. Count will go to 1-1 here. Chops that one foul as well. That pitch is inside. Count goes to 2-2 here. Two balls, 2 strikes. Brooklyn Cullum with bases loaded for the Lady Hornets of Southside. No outs. And she hits that one out. Umpire says it's a fair ball, so that will get 2 runs in here for the Lady Hornets. Cullum will head to second for Southside. Runners on second and third for the Lady Hornets. It is now 9-2 in favor of the Lady Panthers of Heber Springs here. And number 30, Alizea Campbell steps in for Southside B Branch. And that pitch is inside. 1-0 count. That pitch is inside. Count goes to 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. No outs here for the Lady Hornets of Southside. 2 runs pushed across here. It is now 9-2 in favor of your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Count will go to 3-1. That pitch is also in there for a strike. Count will go full here to Alizea Campbell. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here for the Lady Hornets of Southside. Runners on second and third here. 9-2 ball game. And that pitch is in there. Strike 3 from Brooklyn Barnes as Alizea Campbell strikes out there for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. And that is the first out here in the top of the 5th for the Lady Hornets. Still trailing 9-2 to the Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. MLA Bigelow steps in and attempts a bunt and misses for an 0-1 count. That pitch is in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-2 here. 1 out here for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Trailing 9-2 to your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. Runners on second and third. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Brooklyn Barnes. Gross fields it at second and fires over to Clemens at first. Gets the out. One 0 count here to Alexis Langford. Score is now 9-3 here as a run did come in for the Lady Hornets there. Count goes to 2-0. And that pitch will hit her. And she will take a walk down to first. Two outs here for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Runners on first and third. And that pitch also hits her. So bases will be loaded now here for Southside. Still trailing your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 9-3 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Maggie Force will step back into the plate now for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Chops that one foul for an 0-1 count. Rockets that one to first and gets the out there. So that will be the third out here in the top of the 5th as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4 runs were pushed across there for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. It is now Heber Springs 9 and Southside B Branch 4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So back to action here in the bottom of the fifth inning from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis Ace broadcast position. And Kaylee Ogle steps in for your Lady Panthers and swings and misses at the first pitch from Molly Leonard. Count goes to 0-1 here to Ogle. We did have a score correction. Instead of 9-4, it is 9-3 in favor of the Lady Panthers over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Count is 1-1 here to Kaylee Ogle. She swings and hits that one to the third baseman. She fires over to first for the out. One out here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the fifth. Emma Reynolds steps to the plate now for your Lady Panthers. Count will be 1-0 here. One out here for Heber Springs in the bottom of the fifth, leading it 9-3 over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. Swing and a miss there from Reynolds. Count goes to 1-1 here. That pitch is outside. Count is 1-2 here to Emma Reynolds. That pitch is high. Count goes to 2-2 here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Emma Reynolds is going to be safe at first here as the ball gets past the catcher there. So there's no throw down to first. Reynolds safe at first here. So now Kaylee Ogle will step in now for the Lady Panthers. Reynolds heads down to second base. Count is 1-1 here to Ogle. Ogle bunts, lays it down. The pitcher gets it, throws her out at first. 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers now in the bottom of the fifth. Reynolds heads to third. And Valley Cantrell comes to the plate now for Heber Springs in the bottom of the fifth, leading the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch 9-3. 2 outs and a runner on third here. That pitch is low to Cantrell. 1 ball, no strikes. Cantrell hits that one out to right field, and Emma Reynolds will come in from third. A run scores for the Lady Panthers there. Cantrell gets a single, and it's 10-3 in favor of Heber Springs over Southside B Branch here. Addison Hudspeth steps back in for your Lady Panthers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that pitch is outside for a 1-0 count. Two-0 count here to Addison Hudspeth. Hudspeth hits one to the shortstop. She fires over to first, and the first baseman is able to field it off the hop. So 3 outs here now for your Lady Panthers heading into the top of the 6th. Your Lady Panthers lead it over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. 10-3 from right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. Back to action here in the top of the 6th inning from right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the FL Davis Ace broadcast position, and that pitch hits number 10. That is Emily Thomas there for the Southside Lady Hornets. So she will walk down to first, and the Lady Hornets now have a runner on first here. No outs in the top of the 6th inning. Number 22, Lacey Duncan, heads to the left side of the plate. With a runner on first here. That pitch goes outside. Count goes to 1-0 here to Lacey Duncan. Count goes to 2-0 here, and Emily Thomas heads down to second base. Thomas heads to third. Count goes to 3-0 here. So Lacey Duncan gets to first base there, and that will bring up number see here, number 21 here. That's Molly Leonard for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. And that pitch is inside. We will have no throw from Cantrell down to second. Count goes to 1-0 here. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike here. That pitch is high and inside. Count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. In the top of the 6th inning, trailing your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 10-3. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Barnes. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. And she hits that one to the second baseman. Tries to field it over to first, but the runner is safe and now heads to second. Runner scores from third, and it is 10-4 now in favor of the Lady Panthers. Runners at second and third here for Southside. No outs in the top of the 6th. Brooklyn Cullum steps back into the batter's box for the Hornets, the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Pitch is inside there. Hits it to Barnes, and she will go to home as we will now have a rundown. As all runners will now be safe at their respective bases. Bases will be loaded here for the Lady Hornets. Alizea Campbell steps back in for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Fouls that one off for an 0-1 count. Count goes to 1-1 here. Bases loaded for the Lady Hornets. Count is 1-2 here. The pitch from Barnes hits Campbell. And a run will be walked in here for the Lady Hornets. It is now 10-5 in favor of your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. In the top of the 6th inning, bases will still be loaded for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. So base is still loaded for Southside. Emily Bigelow. Back to the plate now for Southside. B Branch. 0-2 count here. No outs here for the Lady Hornets in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss as she strikes out. That'll be the first out of the top of the 6th here. Alexis Langford fouls that one off for the Lady Hornets. Count goes to 0-1. That pitch is in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. That pitch is inside. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes here. That pitch is in there for strike 3. That'll be the second out here of the top of the 6th inning as Barnes gets another strikeout. Allie Goodwin steps back in for Southside. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The Lady Panthers of Heber Springs lead it over the Lady Hornets 10-5 here. And she's going to shoot a little dribbler, and she will get out at first. That will be the third out here. So we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs lead the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch 10-5 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. We're back to action here in the bottom of the 6th inning as number 0, Ashlyn Gross will step in for your Lady Panthers, and she chops that one foul. Count will go to 1-1 here. So number 10, Alyssa Chase steps in now for your Lady Panthers, leading it 10-5 over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. And we will have a play made there by Emily Thomas. For the Lady Hornets. And one out here for the Lady Panthers now. Grace Copeland steps in. That pitch is high and inside. 1-0 count here. Pitch is low to Copeland. Count will go to 3 balls, no strikes here. One out here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 6th. Copeland draws a walk there. Runners at first and second now for the Lady Panthers. Leading it 10-5 here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Molly Smith will come in to the batter's box now for Heber Springs. That pitch is outside to Molly for a 1-0 count. Molly hits that one to the first baseman, and she's going to be safe. Runners will also be safe at second and third here for your Lady Panthers. So pardon me, we will have a discussion here as I think so we might don't know what we had there. Maybe some interference from the Lady Panthers end or something. Looks like we do have. So the umpires came together for a discussion, and now they're coming together for a second discussion. I'm not sure if the umpire said that the runner for the Lady Panthers interfered with so we will have a runner sent back to second base for the Lady Panthers here. 2 outs here now for Heber Springs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Caitlin Pierce steps in now for your Lady Panthers and takes a 1-0 count here. Runners on second and third as And that one's inside to Pierce. Count goes to 2-0. That pitch is in there for a strike. So 2-1 count here. 2 balls, 1 strike to Caitlin Pierce for your Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers lead it 10-5 here over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch. Pierce fouls that one off. Count stays at 2-2 here. Pierce steps back in. Count was full. And that pitch is outside, so Caitlin Pierce takes a walk down to first. Bases are loaded now for the Lady Panthers. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I believe that is Phelan Evans that has stepped in now for your Lady Panthers with a 1-0 count. Bases loaded. And we will have a run scored for your Lady Panthers here. (11-5), your Lady Panthers lead it now over the Southside Lady Hornets. Runners at second and third. 2 outs here, 2-0 count. And swing and a miss there from Evans. 2 balls, 1 strike to Phelan. That pitch is inside. 3-1 count now here. 3 balls, 1 strike to Phelan Evans for your Lady Panthers. 2 outs for Heber Springs here in the bottom of the 6th. And here comes the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Count will go full here to Evans. And that pitch is high, so Evans will walk down to first. Bases will be loaded once again for the Lady Panthers. And Kaylee Ogle steps back in for Heber Springs. 2 outs here for your Lady Panthers, leading at 11-5. And Ogle fouls that one off. A 1 count to Kaylee. That pitch is outside. Count will go to 1-1 here. Pitch is also outside. Runners will not advance. A 3-1 count here to Kaylee Ogle. 2 outs for your Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And here comes the pitch. It's outside, so Ogle will walk as well. And your Lady Panthers will walk in another run here. It's 12-5 in favor of Heber Springs over Southside B Branch. Jade Adamson steps back in for your Lady Panthers. One-0 count here, 2-0 count to Adamson. Bases loaded for your Lady Panthers, leading at 12-5. And that pitch is outside. Count will go to 3-0 here. So a 4 straight pitch walk here, and it is now a 13-5 ball game in favor of your Lady Panthers over the Southside B Branch Lady Hornets. And it looks like we will have a pitching change here for Southside. All right, so we are ready to go here. 2 outs still for your Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded, and here comes Addison Hudspeth. Fouls that one off for an 0-1 count here. And Hudspeth sends that one out to the left fielder. She's got it for the 3rd out. And we will head to the top of the 7th inning here from at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Your Lady Panthers lead it over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. 13-5 here. As we want to thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the live stream. AOS Tree Service, First Electric Cooperative, Allen Furniture, Tina Sewell with Rock Mortgage Lending, Hook and Ladder Throwing Company, McKinsey Realty, Centennial Bank, First United Methodist Church, Tim Brewer Shelter Insurance, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, Eagle Pest Management, Ed LaShawn State Farm Insurance, Jet Fast Motor Brokers, Eagle Bank, Hopper Termite Pest Control, First National Bank, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, Angie's Hideaway, Lakeview Pond, and South Ridge Village Nursing and Rehab, Heber Springs. Thank you to all these Panther baseball and softball boosters for sponsoring today's baseball and softball games. All right, Panther fans, so we head to the top of the 7th inning. Your Lady Panthers lead it over the Southside Lady Hornets of B Branch. 13-5 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Swing and a miss there from Maggie Force for an 0-1 count. Another swing and a miss there from Maggie Force. Count goes to 0-2 here. Hits that one to Copeland, and she can't make the play on it at third. So we will have a runner head to second now. So Southside now with a runner on second here. No outs in the top of the 7th inning. And steps in Emily Thomas, and she's going to drive in that run for the Lady Hornets here. And she heads to third. So she's going to have a triple. It's 13-6 now. Lacey Duncan heads to the plate now for the Lady Hornets. So number 24, that is Angel McKinney, steps in now for Southside. 13-6 in favor of your Lady Panthers. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 count here. No outs for the Lady Hornets here in the top of the 7th. Addison Hudspeth in the circle for your Lady Panthers. Swing and a miss for an 0-2 count. That pitch is high. Count goes to 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Addison Hudspeth gets a strikeout there for the first out of the top of the 7th. And number 99, Laura Lago, is going to come to the plate now for Southside. She's going to square to bunt, and she hits it right to Copeland. She catches it for the second out. Great job by Copeland, by Grace Copeland, to be aware there for the Lady Panthers of that bunt. So 2 outs here now for the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch in the top of the 7th inning. The Lady Panthers of Heber Springs lead it 13-6. And now number 22, that is Lacey Duncan, heads to the plate now for the Lady Hornets. And that pitch is in there inside. 1-0 count. She hits that one center field. Kylie Carr has it for the third out. And that is your ball game, folks, as Kylie Carr comes up with the third out there in center field for your Lady Panthers, as they will take a 13-6 win over the Lady Hornets of Southside B Branch here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to our live stream on 101.9 The Lake on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Make sure you go to our YouTube and Facebook and like the pages and hit the notification bells to get notified every time we go live with one of our broadcasts. So we will have our next broadcast from the district tournament next week, as the Lady Panthers will be in Pottsville for the district tournament, and we will have that game on our live stream. So for everybody at 101.9 The Lake, Allie Sugg, Billy Morgan, Billy Smallwood, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live stream. We'll see you next week from Pottsville in the district tournament.